Good morning. So before we get to the main event, I wanted to bring you here so that we could address one of the huge questions that I always want to talk to people about, which is how did Tokyo become Tokyo? How did it become the center of commerce, one of the largest cities in the world, and, a cultural icon? Well, part of that answer starts here at the Imperial Palace called Kokyo. It's actually Kokyo, before it was the home to the Japanese imperial family, was the home to Tokugawa Ieyasu, a feudal lord who consolidated power back in the mid-17th century. And the beginning of his reign basically initiated 250 years of peace, which Japan hadn't had for centuries. They had been infighting with one another, so most of their resources had gone to war. So one of the things that these 250 years of peace enabled Japan to do is to develop the culture and develop the fashion around kimono, or develop the arts around woodblock print, or to develop the theater like kabuki. So before this was the Imperial Palace, it was actually Edo Castle, and you can see that in the remnants of the architecture from these amazing gates to protect and keep out enemies, to the walls, these stone walls that are built without any mortar, to the moats that were surrounding it. And the city developed in concentric circles radiating out from the Edo Castle. So you had Tokugawa Ieyasu living in the center, and then other really powerful warlords living around him, and then you had the samurai who took up over half of the city, even though they weren't even half of the population. And then you had the merchants, and then you had the commoners, all kind of moving outward. And so the village, the part of the town that we're going to go visit today, Ginza, was an integral part of the lives of the commoners and even some of the samurai, even though it was off limits. So really excited to share that with you.